All right, guys, so let's say your credit is really bad. So how can you get approved for the car that you want with bad credit? So the best thing to do, even with collections on your credit, you will have to add a paid off auto loan, okay? If you have multiple paid off auto loans and you're sitting around like a 500 credit score, you can still, get approved with a small down payment, okay? That's because a lot of car places, dealerships, they want to see something that's paid off or has good history. So adding a paid off auto line is one of the best things you can do to get approved for a car. So literally, if you go to a dealership, you have a paid off car, and you just give them bank statements saying you make, a good amount, then yeah, they're gonna, approve you even with a 500 credit score, or possibly 400 if you have multiple pay off auto loans, right? But the thing is, if you have 400 credit score and you just add an auto trade line, literally you're gonna boost your score to a 600, so your down payment will be even lower, okay? But it's always best to get your credit up to a 700 so you get a better interest rate, possibly zero down, or you can put in $500 to $1,000. So don't go to a car dealership and walk in there with, nothing in your credit that's really good. Like, most people don't have anything on their credit when they get a car. It's either no credit or bad credit. So I'll show you guys a site where you can get an auto trade line, but in my previous video, I explained where you can buy auto trade lines. Just go to Google and type in buy auto trade lines or whatever, and whatever pops up on the first page, then that's the company you can go and buy the auto trade line. So one will be dollartradelines.com. I'll leave the links below. So you can literally add a 30K auto for 250, but the best auto to get will be a 50K to 100K auto trade line. Now, why you want a 50K versus a 20K or 10K trade line is the higher the credit line, the better. So if you're trying to get a $100,000 car, you would need a $100,000 auto trade line. So for example, 900. But if you try and get a small car, 30K, then you can get, 20K, even auto primary, or 40K. So you don't even need to have that many, but one should be good. But the more you have, the better your approval rate, and it'll boost your score to, a high 600-700 credit score. And then on top of that, you can add some authorized users to boost your score even higher. So again, they're not really crucial. You can still get approved without adding like an auto loan. If you have pay off credit cards or revolving primaries on your credit, you can still get a car. They just want something that's paid off, no late payments, good credit history, long-term credit. And the credit line doesn't really matter as long as you have a good credit score. But I highly recommend you lower your credit utilization. If anything, if you max out your credit cards, guys, make sure you pay them all before you apply for a car. If you're in a rush for a car, then that's when you need to add the auto trade line, because the auto trade line will help you get approved for the car faster, and it will boost your score and offsets the negative things on your credit. But if you do have a repossession, guys, that will definitely be really bad. So if you don't have a repossession and you just got like a phone bill on there that's not paid, then that's pretty straight to go to the dealership and apply for the car. But if you do have a repossession, I highly suggest at this point just use a CPN or get it removed. And getting removed can take 2 to 3 months, depending on the credit company you go to. Some can remove it in a couple of weeks, or even a week. But yeah, that's pretty much the rundown to get approved for a car. Bad credit, add an auto trade line, or add anything that's paid off. Or you can use the CPN, and I already covered the CPN part in my other video, so you guys can check that part out. But yeah, feel free to check out the links and check out my other videos. Feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you next video.